If you're using GLPI as a help desk, you're using half of what it can do. Today I'll show you the other half. Most GLPI setups I see work like this. The user has a problem, they email it or open a ticket, and someone handles it. That is exactly a help desk. It works, but it has no structure and no standard or no way for users to know what to expect or what's even available to them. A service catalog fixes all of that. It's a menu of everything IT offers with dedicated forms, SLAs, and approval workflows for each service. And in GLPI, you can build one without plugins or without code. By the end of this video, you'll have a working service catalog with at least 2 services, a clean self-service portal, and SLAs attached to each type of request. Let's get into it. Before we build anything, let me show you the difference between what most people have and what we're building. A help desk is reactive. The user describes their problem in a free text field, and IT figures out what to do. A service catalog is proactive. IT defines in advance what services they offer, and each service has its own form, its own SLA, and its own team responsible. The user experience changes completely. Instead of describe your problem, they see new equipment request, software access, VPN issue, onboarding requests. They pick the service they need, they fill in only the fields relevant to that service, and they know exactly when to expect a response. That is the transformation we are doing today. Everything in Service Catalog starts with categories. In GLPI, go to Setup, then Dropdowns, then Assistance, and ITIL categories. Create a parent category called IT Services. Under it, create subcategories for each service type you offer. In this demo, I'm creating hardware, software access, network, and onboarding. The key setting here is the default for incident. We'll come back to that. For now, fill in the name, set the parent, and save each one. Don't overthink the categories at this stage. You can always add more. Start with 5 to 10 and expand as your team gets comfortable. Now, let's build the forms. This is where the service catalog really comes to life. In GLPI, go to Administration and look for Forms. We're going to create a dedicated form for hardware requests. Add a drop-down for equipment type, like laptop, desktop, monitor, peripheral. Add a text area for justification. Add a date field for when it's needed, and add a checkbox for whether manager approval has been obtained. GLPI also supports conditional logic, fields that appear only when a previous answer triggers them. Here, I'm setting a field for OS preference that only appears if the user selects laptop. This is the kind of form design that saves your team 20 emails per request. Everything you need to process the request is captured up front. Now repeat this for your other services. Software access needs fewer fields. Software name, justification, and license type, for example. That's it. The goal is minimum fields, maximum useful information. Now we connect the form to the category. On the form settings, click on Destination, then Add Ticket. You may create changes and problems if the same form if you need. On request type, choose Request. On ITIL category, choose the category we have created, Hardware. From now on, when a user selects the Get a New Computer form in the service catalog, they'll automatically see this form and set the category accordingly. Next, SLAs. Go to Setup, then Service Levels. Create one for each type because a hardware request and a VPN issue don't have the same urgency. For hardware requests, I'm setting 8 business hours to first response and 5 business days to resolution. That's a reasonable standard for procurement-based requests. Go back to the Get a New Computer form one more time and link this SLA on the destination properties. Now, every Get a New Computer request ticket will automatically carry the right service level agreement without your team needing to set it manually. Software access is faster. Users usually need it urgently. I'm setting here 4 hours to response and 2 business days to resolution. You can set it up different if you want. Now, let's look at what your users will actually see. Go to Administration, Entities, Helpdesk Home. Make sure the user portal is enabled. Now on Assistance, Service Catalog. Here is the portal from the user's perspective. Instead of a blank ticket field, they see a structured catalog. They click the service they need, fill in the dedicated form, and submit. The ticket arrives to your team pre-categorized, pre-SLA'd, and with all the information you need to start working immediately. On the technician side, the ticket already has everything: category, SLA, assignment, and structured request data. Your team can start without a single clarified question. That is a complete service catalog with categories, custom forms, SLAs, all of it linked to the self-service portal. What we built today is a foundation. Add more categories as your team identifies the most common request types. Refine the forms based on what information you keep having to ask for after tickets come in. The service catalog isn't a feature. It's how you define what your IT department actually offers. Once it's built, users know what to ask for, your team knows how to respond, and the chaos has some structure. If you want to try this on a live instance without setting up a server, GLPI Network Cloud has a 45-day free trial, and the link is in the description. If this video helped you, subscribe. We put out GLPI content regularly. See you in the next one.